Shalom, brothers and sisters. Before I introduce Dr. Malachi Z to you at this question and answer class, I want to tell you I've been with Dr. Malachi Z for over 25 years. And in those 25 years, I've been through the many schools of higher learning from the Ansar Law community, Libyan Islamic Hebrew, right now it's on up to Nuwapu. For all those 25 years, I've known Dr. Malachi Z. He has worked endlessly without a vacation or a day off for our benefit, answering any and all our questions, whatever it be. He has written hundreds and hundreds of books for us and put out tapes and videos on every subject in and beyond this solar system. Even though I'm older than him, I look up to Dr. Malachi Z, who I call Pop, as a father. And now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce him to you, the man of this day and time, the most profound teacher of truth and fact for this day and time. God, in the person of Dr. Malachi Z. York.
Humble. I like that. That's a record straight. When the good brother said God incarnate, I don't want it to be mistaken for me trying to be Hannu or AEOE. What he means is, one of the gods has incarnated. All of you are the children of the Elohim. Is it not written that way in your law? Shalom, bikullikum, bigulbi. It means I send peace to all of you from my very own heart. It makes me feel good to see brothers like the brother just speaking before me, held on to the rope and never separated. Because we've been through many things, together, ups and downs. We've been called many things, but through it all we survived. And all said we would perish, we survived. We survived because it was necessary for this message to be brought to you. It is my job in this day and time to set the record straight. It is my job in this day and time to reform and to remove all those mistakes and lies. It is my job to make sure that my people get the true light. And I'd like to make this point right here, because it's often said that I have a lot of nerve delving into other people's doctrines. But I want to make you understand that there's no such thing as other people's doctrines. If that doctrine was brought to the wilderness of North America to be taught to my people and myself, then I have as much right as anybody out there to study anything that Noble Drew Ali might refer to as Prophet Noble Drew Ali, or anything that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who I refer to now as the last messenger of Allah. I have a right, because it was brought to me just as well as it was brought to you. I have a right to study it, to analyze it, to critique it, and decide what in it I want to accept and what in it I want to reject. And I have a right, when I hear the words of gods and earths or 5%ers, and I see how they mumble-jumble the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I have a right to try to set the record straight. I don't have no intention on doing anything but teaching the truth. And I must be dealt with as a person teaching the truth, not an enemy. And if you want to come out against me with the truth, not a weapon. Either way, you'll lose. So let me start this question and answer. Thank you very much. I have a question. I teach class, and I have a lot of Freemasons coming to me asking me questions. How should I handle that? You're very present. From your head to your feet. And let me make this clear. We used to call it a tarbush way back in 1970. And our original dress was a black tarbush or fez with a top and a six-pointed star, a crescent, and an ankh. We wore suits that we referred to as budla, with our seal or our symbol on it, called the symbol of the ever-living God. This dress that you see us wearing today is not something new. Don't let them say to you, why are y'all wearing the fez today? We were wearing the fez before most of these people even knew what it was. And we brought the word tarbush to America when even the more scientists is using the word fez, and the Nation of Islam is using the word fez. So the dress code that you see us wearing today is the original dress code of 1970. When I came here to give you a certain type of teaching referred to as Nawapi, and saw the condition you were in, and had to change the teachings to suit the environment and the time. Thus we went in under the umbrella of Islam.
That's right.
The presentation of the information in the doctrine is making those people who belong to special societies, be they secret or sacred, pay attention to you in another kind of way. The whole point of the birth of this New World Order came from groups of Freemasons, as you know, in London, 1717. Their whole plan was to overthrow the vicars or the church, because they had become the most feared with the lords and the tax collectors, and they were going on abusing people in the side of using warlocks and these men came together and said, we want a whole new world. Those opposite Masons allowed the speculative Masons or those other secret societies to operate and practice inside of the guild, where they did their stone cutting to the building of the cathedrals, so they can move around freely without the popes in them looking into what they were doing. And their plan was to bring about a new world order, a peaceful new world, a good thing, not a bad thing. Things didn't go bad until they started thinking about the kind of finances they needed. So because of that, and the need of money, they got introduced to a certain group who are now called the Bilderbergers. And as you see the word Bilderberger, you're hearing the word Builder, Mason, and Burger Jew. You follow? And that group came in, and they promised to be able to raise a lot of money, so that they can get this project worldwide to change the world. You follow me? And so, in time, they started raising money, but these groups broke off and formed after they got to 37 degrees, they broke off and formed what they refer to as the Illuminati. When all Freemasons were called Sons of Light already. They was already called the Illuminati, but these guys called themselves the Illuminated Light. Today I have a special mission, and they were responsible for the war in 1776, the revolution in France, overthrow of France. They had one in London, where the laymen rose up in one night and just started overthrowing the aristocrats, and they were trying to figure out how it was organized, who organized, how they get this information. They didn't have no means of communication. It's Freemasonry, trying to stop the system that was oppressing the people. It starts just like this. It starts with small groups of people who come together who want a better world. On the other hand, there's people that may be looking at us from the outside saying, look at this mystical society springing up everywhere all of a sudden. Because see, they only remember us as Ansar Allah, wearing a Jalabiya, Imam. They remember that, this Muslim thing. It looked like you went fit to turn off the light, and fit to cut the light back on, and voila, they saw a cowboy. Fit to cut the light on, fit to cut the light on, voila, and they see peasants in aprons. And they say these guys must belong to that secret society. The society that they claim is not a secret society, but a society of people who want to keep that which is sacred secret. You follow? And I don't think you're in disagreement with wanting to do that. I don't think you're in disagreement wanting to protect those sacred things that you stand for. You follow? Meaning, they want to push theology, and you want to push facts. So they have what they call theology of time, and we have what's called factology of time. And when they hear you construct the words like that phonetically, and believe you me, they understand it long before they understand what I'm saying. But there are societies of people who deal with the word. You know, they go back. In the beginning was the word. They fly all the way back from Canaan on up to Nimrod. And say Nimrod was the first builder. You follow that? Nimrod was in tune with a place called Kelna, the first city he built, making him a master builder. You know? And Nimrod gave praise to the Most High, or that being who passed that tablet from on high, called it Inumai Elish. You got that? And Nimrod wanted contact direct with Anu. He did not want to deal with the chaos created by the middlemen, Enlil and Enki. Much like today. There he was dealing with a Yah and a way. A Yah good Enlil and a way bad Enki. Thus the deity Yahweh. They didn't want to deal with them. So they decided that they were going to construct a launching pad. And there was a lot of confusion about that. And they were going to build this launching pad so they could reach right onto the sky, as they said, on high, and converge directly with Anu. The Bible starts to explain it as the building of a tower of confusion. They have two definitions for it. They have the translation that is given to you and the meaning that is held sacred and kept as a secret. Until simply the seal is removed and you say Babel means confusion, that's here, and Bab-El means the doorway to El-Oil. And that's clear. That tower was no more than a launching pad for what they clearly call in Hebrew Shem, rocket ships or craft to launch them. You understand? And when the Most High saw the arrogance on the part of Nimrod and those that supported him, literally they say, he came down himself and went amongst them to see about the wickedness of this tower. That's in the Bible. I mean, Christians and Jews and Muslims don't want to see it. They hop like a bunny rabbit around it. When he came down and saw what they were doing, he said, confuse them. Everybody was speaking cuneiform then. After that, they had Aramaic, Syriac, which later bred Hebrew and Arabic and Chaldean and Urdaric, and it went on and on and on and on. But the tower flushed down to the floor and laid rubble. Nimrod was massacred by his own people. Same story of Hiram. And once that was done, there was no more word of making. Though the Zadokites were in constant conflict with those people of the moon god Sin. You follow that? Called Luna. Or Monos. The Greeks call him Monos. M-O-N-O-S. A deity of sarcasm. The lunar god. The moon. The crescent. You understand? They laid waste to a problem. But the elders walked around with a secret society that kept the secrets sacred from the hands of the fools. What happened is time passes and along comes a man who's a Chaldean by place of birth, a Syrian by family, and later becomes a Hebrew by nationality called Abraham. And Abraham, in the Bible, was put to that test. See, when they come, they give you a certain kind of test. Abraham was given that test. That test was, do you want the fertile side of the land, or will you settle for the bad soil? And him and Lot stood before the lots of land. And Abraham, who had the power to make the decision, let Lot decide which lot he chose. Abraham stepped back from the wall and went before the wisdom. You with me? And because Abraham, as he later became known, father of many nations, made that wise decision to go for the wisdom over the wealth, he was met by an elder. Pulled him aside and said, the name is El-Eliud. Forget the names you learned in Shinar. Forget the Yahweh. Forget the name Elohim. You call on El Elul. Right in the Bible. This man's name was? Who? That's right. Melchizedek. He came as a representative of Murdoch, an incarnation, because Abraham was special. And from you, things are going to happen. From then on, there were contacted beings. I walked and talked with Abraham. They walked up to Abraham. They walked up to Abraham's tent while he was sitting outside in the cool of the day and told him, we are the Adonai. We are the Yahweh. We are the God who came down here to talk to you. Right in the Bible. And the Quran acknowledges that some of the Bible is true. Only the Muslims pick and choose according to the question you ask them which parts are tampered and untampered. If you ask a Muslim a question, they can answer about the Bible because it does not comply with their belief, that part of the Bible is tampered. None of the New Testament is tampered with, not according to the Quran. The Quran never speaks about the tampering of the Nazarites, or as they call the Gnostics. It uses the Huda, the Yahudi, the so-called, as they mistranslate Jew. And that would be the Torah. The Torah of what they call Moshe. Right? And the Muslims conveniently moved it from Aramic into Syriac and became Musa, grafted out of the Egyptian Mitramiya. Mose simply means to be grown up. A student of thought, the great deity of books and recording of records. So you get a god in Egypt called Thutmose. Thutmose. Mose, who records books and records. And this Mose reads in the Bible that man, Abraham, had a Torah. The word Torah is in there in Hebrew. They just say Abraham kept our commandments, our statutes, and our law. And there they have the word Torah. So Abraham himself had a Torah. The Muslims acknowledge that into the Quran. They say, oh yeah, Ibrahim and Musa, oh yeah. There is some pages that Abraham and Nabi Musa had. And you say, well, where are they? We don't know. Does that mean they don't exist because you don't know? Or does it mean exactly what you say? You don't know where they are, but somebody has kept these sacred doctrines a secret from you. Thus you declare, we don't know. Well, we do know. We have them, we've read them. You don't have them, you haven't read them. Yet you can stand up and say, I don't know about that Imam Isa who calls himself Malachi now. Now he's saying he has a big new suhoor. Something he made up. How can you say, I made him up, if you have never seen the original? When you speak about my God complex, imagine the God complex you have to have in order for you to be able to read what I call the Suhoor and say, this is not it. Having never seen it in your whole life. You didn't see it, your teacher didn't see it, your teacher didn't see it, otherwise they would have given it to you. But you can stand up with a major God complex and declare, that man don't have it. You know? And those little gremlins that are associated with you. But it always makes some sense to them. There's dollars, we talk about this all the time. There's dollars and cents, and there's dollars and cents. Now the preacher always makes dollars and cents patting on his pocket to him. But to us, it's got to make dollars and cents patting on the head. So he's going to tell you anything. Because their fear of my presence in the world in this day and time is that they got to go. And the main thing about them having to go is they got to go with nothing. Nothing. And so now they've gotten so big-chested, right, that they ignore the prophet. They ignore it. Is that right? And they cannot see the day and time, y'all, because of dollars and cents, and not dollars and cents. But as time goes through, and it is doing well right now, we are here, they will have to contend with me. I exist. Oh yes, I exist. A whole lot of them would like to take me out of existence. That is their approach towards solving what they call the problem. My approach towards solving problems is to address them with the mind, to address them with the intellect. But see, these boys didn't do their homework. We got Muslims who don't speak Arabic, Israelites that don't speak Hebrew, Christians that don't speak Greek. They haven't done their homework. They can't go back 10, 15 years and make sense. Neither sense. So they call the church mouse or mob. They can't do it. But as they backtrack us and try to find that flaw or that fault, all they see is a journey from knowledge to wisdom to an understanding, which opened the door to right knowledge, to right wisdom, and to the right understanding, which opened the door to nuwaka. Sound right wisdom. They can't handle that because they thought, and I'm sorry that y'all listen to Paul, you thought that I was one of you, and I'm not. You thought I was a Mickey Mouse minister or imam like you, but I'm not. I'm the real thing. Y'all a clown, nice costume. Y'all look good. Take care of it, y'all are all mispronounced, by the way. It all looks good. But when it gets right down to it, facts are facts. So as much as they'd like to remove this light, they won't have their pleasure. A prophecy must be fulfilled. One of those prophecies I elaborate on in the Holy Tablet. And it was given by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, the messenger to us here in the wilderness of North America. You follow? And again I repeat, we don't care whether you people accept him as a messenger or not. That is not our concern, because you want us to accept Baha'i, a Persian, Ghulam Ahmed, a Pakistani, Sheikh Hassan al-Banna, an Egyptian, and I can go on and on with all the other nationalities that you want us to accept. But when Prophet Noble Dwali says we are Moors and we are of Moorish descent, yes we are. When he says we are Moabites and we are of Moabites from Moab, because Lot was one of us. When he says we are Canaanites, we were Canaanites through that son, Hamek the black son. That's us. Because they can't find, because they can't walk step by step across those burning sands. They cannot see how each step lays down has a purpose and a meaning. They did not take that 25,000-year journey around that world. He had to step land 1 mile for every year to get where I'm at, buddy. I had to travel around the world and all the way back to present this to you. I had to come down vertically and deal with you horizontally. You was coming up when I was coming down. You understand? Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, and this is out of his own words, that there's a man called Daddy Shabazz that had a bunch of dissatisfied Asiatics. Alright? Look you all said the same thing. And they were being cast out of the best and most holiest spot on the planet, which at the time was called Becca, later called Mecca. You with me? And he had 59,999 of them. And they went into the jungles of Africa. And if you look at it close, and I have done just that, I fixed it, and then I root it. And if you look at it close, he said, then they rose from the south many tribes. Literally, he was doing the south. If you go back to the Holy Tablet, you find that the elders called the Anunnaki, the Elohim, crashed down in the point of the Persian Gulf, which is Asia, Northeast Asia. You know? And then they took control of that whole area, Asiatic area. You understand? Tribes we speak of, set up 7 above and 7 below. And amongst the dissatisfied, amongst some troublemakers, were to be cast out of the land. And they were made to leave Arabia and go to the shores of Africa, where they surrounded, going down south, all the way around to Zimbabwe, South Africa, where the gold of that land is good, says your Bible, while Muslims are running from gold, because they're on the other side. But that gold was good, and that's where we were. Right now. And then we moved on up before we ended up in the Asian islands. But let's get some figures. Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, how long were you to sojourn in ignorance because you had lost knowledge of yourself, being of those seed of those original Anunnaki, those Elohim, those gods who came to earth? You now had lost knowledge of yourself and was living in Africa as a savage, they said. That's how they worded it. Alright? How long did he say you were supposed to sojourn in there? 50,000 years. That's what it said. Now 50,000 years is simply 25,000 years twice. And he said before the 50,000 years, you had knowledge of yourself. You knew things. And I told you, this is the what cycle? And before that was the, and before that was the, and whose cycle is the sun? Ours or theirs? So 50,000 years, it could be two 25,000 year sun cycles. 50,000 years back would have been our other sun cycle. And what? We knew things. I would like to make that point. The people that were following him, who want to share in his glory, that's what they do not see about me and the rest of them. I don't have to have his glory. I have my own. I'm already Muhammad, loved and hated worldwide. When World Z Muhammad took control in 1975, he dismantled all the power and all the authority that Minister Louis Farrakhan had. He was reduced down to just another brother. I had nothing else. If he wasn't Imam Isa, he would have went on and started his own thing, as you call it, my own thing. But that's all he had. Silas, Suleiman, Solomon, that's all he had. So they got to fight off it, they got to innovate in it, they got to create around it, they got to start fabricating through it, changing characters, adding points, trying to make it sound important, because it's old news, buddy. It's all news. And he told them also in his writing, that's how our history is made. In every 25,000 years, our history must be renewed. but they couldn't see. They were so busy pointing the finger and trying to set up economics and trying to become powerful that they didn't digest the medicine first. So they still were sick. And they're mad at me because I call myself doctor. Because I say I got a cure for their sickness. He told them every 25,000 years, because he made reference to the circumference of the planet Earth. Wouldn't he? He said it was what? 24,896 miles. And he said those wise men of the East, I'm going to get back to that now. Those wise men of the East made land to what? 1 mile every year. So it wasn't talking about a renewal of history every 25,000 years. It was talking about every 25,000 miles. That's what he was talking about. Now, when we was in ignorance, we had passed through a cycle of 50,000 years. Go back to something I taught you. I said every 48,000 years, there's a crust shift on the planet. Well, I said this back years ago. Now scientists say, you know what? Every 41 through 48,000 years, there's a crust shift. Now I say, now I know how I know. I know because I was there. I know how you know. You know because I'm here. This little old dot is affecting everything that's happening out there. When I say it, Nation of Islam made us clear to mind the reality that when I introduce these postgraduate lessons, it's going to open a new door. They just be ready for the answer. And if they're there to defend their faith, Allah's deen, as it's called, you're there to defend it, you're capable. If you're not capable of defending the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and what he taught, do me a favor and step out my way. Because I can go off and show them how the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was the last messenger. And that the Prophet Mustafa Muhammad Alameen was the last prophet. The Quran does not call Mustafa Muhammad Alameen the last messenger. And I can show him how Noble Jali was right when he said angels are prophets manifest in flesh. Because angels are called Rasul in the Quran, messengers. I can do it, brothers. I can keep our history clean. I can make our great leaders even greater. Because I'm one of them, you're not. I'm in the image of Muhammad, in the image of Noble Jali. You guys are in the image of their followers, and their followers, like Malcolm X, turned on him, and like Claude Green, turned on him. You the people we got to watch. Right.
You have been listening to Tape 1, Side 1. Please turn tape over for Tape 1, Side 2.
Let's go back and take a look at how it looked. The Moorish Science Temple bred the Nation of Islam. Was the Moorish Science Temple the Nation of Islam? No. Say it again. No. The Nation of Islam came out of the Moorish Science Temple. Right or wrong? Were they the same thing? No. ATM comes out of the Nation of Islam. Are we supposed to be the same thing? No, not if history serves me well. Facts are facts. Anything that doesn't change is dead. Or the battery's gone. You with me? So long as Muhammad told them, our history must be renewed every 25,000 years. Land 1 mile. Every year. And that Quran pops up. I'm talking about the Quran of 1400 years ago began with the Prophet Muhammad in the year 610. He was born in the year 570 and went on in the year 632, to be exact. Right? But he had a Quran. And no sooner, you hear? And no sooner than he was dead, they were changing things with their sunnah. You understand? No sooner than the man was gone, they were about killing his family. No sooner than Muhammad was gone, they were about burning the original text of the Quran. What were they trying to hide 1400 years ago? Why wasn't they trying to protect them original scrolls or the original tablets? Why can't they produce the bones and the skin to this day? And they can't, because I have brought 25,000 miles around the earth. We have pictures of me with everybody from the Turkey all the way around from Morocco and on back to the U.S. of A. And I'm sitting with the elders of each congregation in each country, and I'm talking to them in their language or their dialect. And I'm asking, do you have the original Quran? Do you have, don't tell me you have the oldest copy. Don't be coming out. I want to know, do you have the original? And the answer is no. And I say, well, what happened to the original? It wasn't the divine word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he sent down in the night of Laylatul Qadr, the night of when things could happen, power? Wasn't it sacred? No, it was sacred. So why did Usman ask Zayd to burn it? What were they trying to hide? What was the secret? The secret is found in L's Holy Quran. Because when you read it in the proper order, when it hits me, it's put back into our story, and the people are put back in place, and it points out, well, this is a we, not a he. Well, this is a they, not an I. You start getting a picture of why somebody has destroyed it. Well, it worked perfectly with the Torah. And when it worked perfectly, us keep out on it. But unbeknown to them, Khalif Ali took an original, handwritten copy. He had the cover, couldn't get the original actual manuscript, and he took off. Right? And he went eastward to a place called Kufa. With me? And there they sat down with the original order of the Quran. Before it was called the Quran, because it wasn't called the Quran until later. It didn't have no name. It was a revelation. They want to make it a book. A scripture. And they wrote it in a script that was Hebrew upside down called Kufi. You follow that? So those Arabs couldn't read it, those desert Arabs. The ones the Quran calls what? The worst of them. The ones that's out there today poisoning Islam. The ones that's out there today trying to kill any Nubian man. This goes all the way back to the 1929, 1914. Those Arabs are back then killing. Anybody who comes up to be killed. They got a group called a Hashimi, an assassin group that just goes out to kill anybody. Oh yeah. To get back to that point. So these people sought for Ali, radiallahu anhu. They wanted to kill him so that they can get that book. Because they couldn't kill him, they killed him. That's right, Hazrat al-Fatima. They killed him. They caused her death. Right? This tore Ali. Ali was on a mission. He was trying to keep what was sacred or secret. And out of the hands of human devils. Black devils, red devils, brown or yellow devils. They all work together. You follow that? He set out around the world, and it moved on out of Kufa, all up into the far east into China. And they sought him. They sent bands and millions, forming up what they call the Ottoman Empire, chasing him over to Turkey. Got the Aryans, linking right on down to the Mongols. They followed him out there, but he couldn't catch him. They tricked him. His sons, Hassan and Hussein, through the seed of Hassan, the book was carried by one of his sons in another direction. On out of Arabia, up through the Hijaz, being chased by the Abbasides this time, trying to wipe out the family children, and down into Sudan to be protected. Scripture moved in a circle, up and around. Eventually, they caught up with Ali, and they promised him Khalifaship, the fourth seat of Khalifaship, would give him back rulership over the Muslim world. And Ali accepted, because he knew between Abu Bakr and Uthman and Umar, the confusion with the Sunnah and the Hadith and the fabrications and the stories about Rasulullah had changed drastically. And they wasn't teaching nothing that the original Prophet of Allah was teaching. They had made up a whole new religion, called it Deen. Grabbed it out the Torah from Hadin. He grabbed it out of the ancient Babylonian tablet for Dinah, the female deity of the crescent. You with me? And they sought them until they finally caught up with Hassan and Hussein. Get back to Ali in a minute. And they tortured them. They tortured Hassan. They put him on a horse. And they marched him through the streets. And they hit him with swords. This was your brother. That's his pillow right there. Hassan and Hussein. The seat of Ali behind him. They tortured him and they beat him for 10 days in the month of what later became known as Muharram. And the Muslims of the Shia group celebrate this by beating themselves. You see it, hitting themselves with swords until blood is covering their bodies. Because that's the direction Ali took the Quran. He took it eastward. You leave Saudi Arabia and you're going towards Turkey. That's why over that way you find all your Shia. You see? Because Ali is the father of the Sunnis created that one too, the word Shia. Say, oh, don't break up and become things. Shia things. Little trick of words, not enough, buddy. So once Hassan would not tell where his father had taken that sacred scripture, they killed him dead. You understand? But the truth still travels around. Moves on around the world. Land 1 mile every year. Until it pops up. Because out of the east unto the west, a child was born. Came here as a baby to be raised up amongst you as one of you. Now watch Hebrew Israelites. And I watch the Sunnis and the Shiites and all the things. I sat in the cradle and I watched. Because I knew my day was coming. And I knew when I came, they would have to go. You got to go. You got to go. Name of one way to deal with this truth is with a better truth. And this is the truth of truth. You can't do it. You know you can't do it. I know you can't do it. All of my followers know you can't do it. And guess what? All of your followers are beginning to realize that you can't do it either. He'll never leave us comfortless. He'll always raise up one from amongst us. A warner to us. Why are you giving me such a hard time? You know I'm the man. You still running around trying to break down the 360 questions to ask you. Meanwhile, I done moved on. I'm waiting for the next person. You 5% better cut it out. If you don't cut it out, I'm going to write a 360 questions to ask you 5%. And you know you can't handle it. You don't want to deal with the facts. You want to fight physically. You want to act like an animal. You better go back and understand what the lesson said about the responsibility of the civilized. That's my job. I'm a civilizer. I'm not supposed to be out there wrestling and fighting happens if you on 125th Street for a building you do not own and never own? We got our own. The messenger told us get our own. Sheikh Dawood said, get your own. Noble Ali said, get your own. We got our own. We got your own too. But you got your own share. You want to be resistant. You want to be dissatisfied. And you want to go back into 50,000 years of the lack of knowledge of yourself because you don't like me, because my approach don't suit you. I ain't come here to make you happy. I come here to set the record straight. I am a renewer, a reformer. People don't like reformers, they like prophets. They like apostles. They like fancy preachers. But they don't like reformers because everything I say makes somebody mad. They're always mad at me. What's he up to now? What's he talking about now? What they doing now? What they changing now? I've never changed for the worse yet. All our changes is for the better. For the betterment of us as a people, the Nawapians. It is our time. The sun cycle is coming back again. And nobody was trying to teach you about the cycle. You wasn't paying attention. You were too busy hating white man. We went to that school too. I put all of my fathers through let's hate the white man school. Until you realize it was ridiculous. Until you realize the white man is not the only devil. A whole lot of black devils. It's something you outgrow. But if I never put you there, you'd be sitting here with all this right knowledge, still mad at the white man. But you ain't mad at the white man no more. Because I got you reading so much, you don't have time to be mad at the white man. You got time to get this thing straight, to get this spell thing resolved inside you, to get this ignorance out of you, to get back on right track, on what they refer to as Sirat al-Mustaqim, the Sabil law, which they are not on, because they don't have the Quran. How can you tell me, you an Orthodox Sunni Muslim, whether you in London, Trinidad, America, Ghana, how can you tell me that and you don't have your own translation of the Quran? For people like you to understand. Pakistanians got their own translation of the Quran. Where does all of their Quran come from? What part of Pakistan? Lahore, Pakistan, right? The largest Masonic mosque in India is there. Oh yes. All of those guys came through the Lord. Master, Farad, Muhammad. Get that. Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Noble Jew Ali. All them men walked that rough path. Right. The four winds that formed this law that became the temple that they call the temple of brothers and sisters, or Islamic temple, or the temple of Islam, which became the Mohammedan temple, Nation Islam, Daddy Gate, Prophet Divine, Seventh-day Adventist, Jehovah's Witness. All of them come right out of the law. Right now, all you got to do is look at the picture. Now you see them standing, all the light knowledge, wearing the face. Now let me ask you a question. Here's another one of those questions. Right? Noble Ali is wearing a face. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad is wearing a face. Am I right? Right. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think I am. In the beginning of the Quran, called Quran Circle 7 of Noble Ali, right on the second page, there's a picture of Sultan Abdul Aziz. Am I right? That is right. And that's the Sultan of Saudi Arabia from the Saud family. That's right, you know. One of his sons' name was Fahd. 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 Not Farah from the word Farid, and not Fajr from the word dawn, and not Fard from the word obligatory, but Fahd. Very easily mispronounced by America. Oh yeah. I want to know why, as everybody wearing feathers, if all of their original teachers and leaders came from Saudi Arabia. If Master W.D. Fard was of the royal family of Saudi Arabia, the Quraysh tribe, the Sharif, Why is everybody in the Nation of Islam back in the old days wearing feathers, including our messenger, Malachi Z, who stands there holding a Yusuf Ali, not Maulana Muhammad Ali, not the Ahmadiyya translation. By the way, both were translated in Lahore, Pakistan by the same organization. For the sake of what they're trying to do to the minds of people in America, let's continue to walk this way. Malachi Z standing there holding a Yusuf Ali translation of the Quran with a 5-pointed star crescent on a tarbush, a fez. Why are they not wearing the agad of Saudi Arabia? Why are they not wearing the robe of Saudi Arabia? Is that not their traditional dress? In that time, that means from 1914 on up to 1935, the Saudi Arabian family, the Fahd family, the Faisal family called Al Saud, men wore mustache and a little beard. If you look at Noble Jwali, he wears a little mustache in the middle of his nose, right here. That's the German tradition. Look at Hitler. If you look at the picture they portray as W. Fard Muhammad, he's clean shaven with a British hairstyle. That ain't Islamic at all. If you look at the picture again, like I said before, you try to tell me the man on that picture is 63 to 65 years old. If he was born in 1877 and he came anywhere between 1930 and 1934, he would have to be anywhere between 63, 62, 63, 64, 65. That man is not 63, 64, or 65. Not to mention, I put the picture, both pictures, on the camera and I magnified it. You want to know something? They have on the same suit. The same suit that they show you on that picture with the Quran or book in his hand is the same suit of the man that I showed you in the book who got their arrest with his face beat up. It's the same suit. Now maybe they just happen to have the same tailor. Back then clothes were made. It wasn't like Macy's where you just walk in. You had to have a tailor make your clothes. That means they had to go to the same tailor and ask the same tailor for the same fabric. And then another picture that I have of him sitting in State Street with Chef Daoud standing behind him over to the right, or his left, so he's sitting there. He's sitting clear as I'm looking at you. I got the picture. Old W.D. Fard is sitting there looking up. Same hairline, same nose, same button lip, same old man. Also zoomed in on a 1928 gathering of the Modern Science Temple, and lo and behold, up in the left-hand corner, in all these black people, these Indians, these whites, there's a white guy standing up there, a white Arab with a top bush on, standing like this with a bow tie on. The original one, Abdul Wali Farad Muhammad Ali, as they called him, was there. The name Fard is Turkish too. Go right into your Gorilla in your computer and look it up, F-A-U-D. You will find that somebody was playing tricks on your mind. There was a major conspiracy going on back there with that first 13 who came back from Saudi Arabia and established, the first Shrine of Order in New York. Guess what year? 1877. The same year they say that W.D. Fard was born. Come on. Think about it. 1877. You think that's a coincidence that 13 Amalekites who were 32nd degree Freemasons went over to Arabia and got initiated in their lodge in Arabia? Yep, that you know. It says it right inside the handbook of the Shriners that they went to Saudi Arabia in Mecca and got initiated in the lodge in Mecca. Brother Muslims in America, y'all better turn around and look at them imams, leave y'all. You don't know they could be a Freemason and be a Muslim because you don't know much. Because you did not walk the 25,000 miles I did. You ain't been in and out the desert. You ain't been in from dark to light. You just pretend you know what's going on. You better go back and check. Same year, there was a conspiracy back then to eliminate all of those people, you know who they feared? They didn't fear the Honorable Elijah Muhammad back that far. They feared Noble Drew Ali. Because Noble Drew Ali came off the Cherokee, North Carolina, Cherokee Indian Reservation. You remember a couple of years ago I said, I always go every year up to the Smoky Mountains. I travel all to the Smoky Mountains to the Gatlinburg, and I always come back to the powwow amongst the Cherokees. Remember I tell you that? That's where Noble Drew Ali comes up. You with me? Those Native Americans are immune to tax. They set up their reservation. You with me? All we need is the little pieces from someone that knows, man, that's all. Now, we don't need all that fake crap no more. We need somebody that does the research. Noble Drew Ali presented them as a reservation. He took them back to them charters, went to Washington and looked at those papers, sat down with President Calvert, sat with him and got information on a slave trade that took place in the 17th century also with some more. And he said, that's us. And they said, yeah, that's y'all. He said, where's the flag? And they reached in there and they pulled out a Moroccan flag, a big green flag with a red 5-pointed star. And he said, so that's our flag. They said, yeah, that's it. And he said, give me the right to go out and make my people better. That's what he said. He wasn't going to make no revolutionary group who's going to try to overthrow the country. He said, let me go out and try to make my people respect the country they're in, know who they are, and do better by themselves. And he took that Morris doctrine, that Morris flag, and went out to tell the people, you are not Negroes, you are not black people, you are not colored people, you are Moors. That's what he did. That's just one of the slave trades though. That was just the 17th. Then there's another one, 1555. When John Hawkins also went over and took slaves. And that's the one the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is talking about. You see? And inside his own writings, he continues to quote. And I want you to look in there. I'm putting a series of little books out that I've taken from his own tape, and I'm just taking word for word what he said for a little book. Just so you can read exactly what he said, and then we'll make the tape available. So you can hear him say it. He talks about the John Hawkins, slavery of 1555. But he continues to make reference to your bondage and relates it to Genesis chapter 15 with Abraham. Know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs. And they shall be afflicted up 400 years. And what does he say about the people that afflict them in the chapter? Please read the whole part, and you'll see that he says the afflictors are the Amorites. So when I was saying the Amorite is the devil, those who were reading the teachings of Elijah Muhammad said, that's true. But that's what the messenger said. He never used the word Amorite, he never used the word Canaanite, but he did say this. Who's the man responsible for going down to civilize the devil? According to the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Moses. Moses had to go civilize the devil. Ain't that what he thought? Come on, y'all, wake up. Now you just got to go to Leviticus chapter 13 and chapter 14 and it says to Moses, when you come into the land of Canaan, which I give to you for possession, and I put the plague of leprosy in the house of your possession. Now Elijah was talking about Moses and them going into that leopard colony to have to clean up them devils. He knew. What I'm teaching and what he's teaching is the same thing. Because you don't understand the lesson. That's why I'm explaining. To let you know what renewal means. Because none of your ministers can do it. You come on and start new organizations. But do you ever address those lessons? If I didn't put those lessons in the book, boy, and your lip got big when I did. You thought I was trying to insult you. You should have been happy that I put a book out, putting the lessons out, that those lessons really came from God for all of the lost but now found tribes of Savannah in the wilderness of North America. Then let me tell you something. If that's true, I have as much right to the lessons as you do. If that's true. Now, if it's only your lesson, then the message is for me. But I've read the cover of the book and it says, message to the black man in America. So those lessons are mine as much as they are yours. And I have a right to read them and understand as much as you. And if my knowledge is greater than yours, and I see things in there that have error. I won't say the messenger did it, somebody mistyped. Some other human stepped in. You'll find typographical errors in the Holy Text, because human error does happen. You find typographical errors in the Holy Quran, Mr. Sunni, and the Sunnah, you realize that the more right you don't look about what you're doing. But while you hold up this book saying don't have no mistake, and I keep saying look mistake, all you can think of is get mad, beat him up, and kill him. And that's your logic. That ain't gonna do nothing, because the books I put out will be here, and they'll get greater. And you're gonna still have to answer the question. You have never, not ever come to me or put a question before me since I've walked this earth that I didn't answer. Not answer. You get more answer than you want. So much so that y'all are afraid to ask me anything else. Y'all got to go back and bring out the old dusty cult book and try to push that on people. I answered that. I answered it 6 times. As 6 as that. You can fit yours inside mine 15 times. Don't play with me. I got a job to do for my people, and my job is working. It is happening. It is happening all over the world.